Hi guys. Okay, this is my second time recording this. I didn't like how the first one came out. It was too long and it was kind of unnecessary. But anyways, jumping straight to the point, bring what's on the packing list. Worst comes to worst, they'll lock it up in your personal bag. It's not that big of a deal. But the reason I say that is because when you get there, during reception, they take you to the PX to buy all your crap. And it's like, all of it looks the same. Everything's the same as your battle buddies. And like, you're not allowed to have Sharpies in basic training, and I don't think we were allowed to have it in reception either. I had mine, so we were still able to kind of mark our things, but it just makes it easier if you just buy it here. That way you know what your stuff looks like, you have your name on your things. And as far as the socks, they need to be crew length, and then no logos, no anything. I have my name on all mine, so it's fine. Black underwear, white, tan, or gray. Same for sports bras. So there's that. Okay, somebody asked how my brother's doing. He's doing really good. He ended up getting out of the hospital like a couple days after like I had left, or I think like a day or two after, I don't know. But he's doing a lot better. This whole experience so far up to this point has made me see how much I like really appreciate my brother and look up to him. I just remind myself nothing I'm going to go through in basic training or anything in life really is going to be comparable to what he's gone through. And he's my hero. So he's my inspiration. I have no reason to ever say I quit or I can't. I can't doesn't exist in my eyes. It just doesn't. He does a lot. But anyways, so I'm just happy that I get to spend time with my family for Christmas. I think I'm blessed. It sucks because part of me would rather be training still, but at the same time it's like I'm grateful. I'm not going to be ungrateful about it. Let's see. So I spent a week in reception. That was like a week from hell. It's like hurry up and wait. That's basically all it is. And then we were there during Thanksgiving, so it's like we were just laying around waiting to finish up paperwork because you're just sitting there. You're not doing anything. A week later, so that was the 22nd of November. The 29th, we were picked up by our drill sergeants. We didn't get a shark attack or anything. It's just like they let you know who's the boss, and they let you know how things are going to go. They're very intimidating, but it's like, when you're in front of somebody that accomplished and that's that motivated and that you really want to aspire to be like, they're a little bit intimidating. I love my drill sergeants. They're awesome. I can tell right away. I was able to tell why they were chosen, why they are the top 10% of the NCOs that were able to do that. And don't ever get pissy about how little amount of sleep you have, because the drill sergeant is there to put you to bed every night. They stay for a briefing. They go home to whatever family they have, and they're there at least a half an hour before you're awake. So don't complain. They're doing a whole lot more, and they PT with us. They ruck with us. They do everything with us. You will have the most, if they are assholes to you, tough crap. They're amazing. I have so much respect for my drill sergeants. But anyways, moving on. Okay, so we were in reception, got picked up by the drill sergeants, no shark attack. We got a shakedown. Basically all you do is like, they make you open everything, all your personal bag, all your bag, any bag, your duffel bag you get in reception with all your crap in it, and they go through everything. So the whole week week 0 is all paperwork and briefings, letting you know what you're going to be doing. Just different kind of stuff. We got briefed by the first sergeant, by the battery commander, by the chaplain. We got like a lot of briefings and stuff. Week 1 started December 5th, and we started out with Treadwell Tower. We marched out. It wasn't that far, but we marched out. That was our first like little march, and we rappelled down a 40-foot tower. It's not that bad. If you're afraid of heights, just dump that out of your brain and just get it over with. It's really not that bad. It's really fun. Even the people who were afraid of heights, like after we were done with it, they were like, oh, let's go do it again. But they don't let you. They just want to get it over with and they want to go back. But it was fun. The 40-foot tower was fun. Let me see. We got our M16A2s. We learned how to kind of keep them clean, not like get all in the nitty-gritty with them, but we learned how to keep them clean, kind of take them apart, learned all the little pieces of it. Anyways, and then, yeah, we learned like a little bit, like with drills and ceremonies, like how to, salute with your rifle. I mean, I don't know, we learned like a few things, how to do stuff with them. Week 2 was the gas chamber and land nav. Land nav is confusing for me. I mean, it's easy, but it can get a little bit confusing. So like if you're on the Future Soldier website, definitely like take it up with them, like, you know, take it up with the website, do your research, and work on it with your recruiter if possible. If you're having any kind of a struggle, you want to be as seasoned as you can be, I guess, before you ship. I didn't do the Future Soldier modules, so I'm a little bit less prepared, but the people who did do them, they were a lot more comfortable with it, and I was lucky because my platoon had a lot of people that did it, so we did really well on the day land nav course. But anyways, in the gas chamber, it sucks. There's nothing nice to say about it. It's horrible. I wasn't anticipating it to be as bad as it was. Everybody's bodies reacts different. Some people don't react at all. Like, there's a freakishly small amount of people that are weird and they don't react to it. Everybody in our battery, they reacted. But anyways, basically what they have you do, they have you go, and it's like, this is the building or whatever. They have you line up on the outside of the building with your right shoulder up against the wall, and then they lead you in here, and this is called the cold room. And so you're in the cold room or whatever, and then they have you listening to the people that are in the hot room. And the hot room is sealed off. It has, no ventilation or anything like that, and they're burning the CS gas in the middle. This is the ready line or whatever in the hot room. So they bring you in, you're lining up at the position of attention. Don't look around. Do what they biggest thing about basic training, biggest thing, drill sergeants will even tell you, it's too easy. Too easy. Do what you're told, do what you're told, do what you're told. Be at the right place, at the right time, in the right uniform, and get yourself some common sense. Too easy. And PT a lot before you leave, because PT is the big thing. But anyways, so they have you go into the hot room, they have you hold your breath, close your eyes, pop your seal like 2 to 3 inches away from your face, clear and seal it, so that you can kind of trust your gas mask that it's going to be working. You learn to trust and maintain your equipment. So there's that, and then they have you just rip it off. Well, they don't have you just rip it off. They have you like on the, lined up around, and then they have you go up to the ready line. They pick 10 people at a time, and I'm telling you, just don't look around. You look around, or if you talk, or if they just see you not looking forward or not doing what they tell you to do, they'll send you to the end of the line and do as they please at the end. When they get everybody else who did have the nerve, to pay attention, they'll deal with you after you're done, after everybody else is done. But they have you on the ready line, they have you pop your still, hook and take off your mask, and then they tell you to open your eyes and breathe in. I would recommend trying to breathe in through your nose. I don't know, I breathed in through my nose and it was still horrible. But anyways, like, it feels like you're breathing in fire. It feels like you're suffocating and you want to like die. This is the worst feeling I've ever felt in my life, and I don't know if it's because I just don't have like a high tolerance of pain or what, but I mean, I'll admit it, I don't, and it was horrible. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad, but everybody agreed that had to be like the most excruciating pain any of us had ever felt in our lives, for that short amount of time. That was horrible. There's nothing you could do to prepare for it. Just, I guess, mentally prepare yourself and tell yourself thousands of other people have done it and they're fine. I mean, it's kind of like a rite of passage. You just got to get it over with and do it. It's a requirement to graduate, so don't freaking go to sick call and don't get any ideas like, oh, maybe I'll get out of it. No, you won't graduate. So just do what you got to do, suck it up and get it over with. But other than that, basic training, I love it. I mean, the only 2 things that I'm struggling, or no, there's 3 things that I'm struggling really bad with, but I mean, all of them, with the exception of maybe like 1, can be improved. My ruck marching, that rifle gets heavy really fast, and so does that ruck. It's not that much stuff that's in it. It gets heavy really fast, and your feet aren't used to walking in the freaking boots. So that's hard for me. I'll get it though. I don't quit. I'm not a quitter. It sucks. But I'll get it. It'll come eventually. The running, we don't run as much as we should. I already wasn't able to pass the 2-mile PT test, so that's hard for me. But while I've been on Exodus and stuff, I've been trying to run. I mean, we ran this morning, me and my husband, and we're going to do some sprints later on before I get ready for Christmas Eve dinner with my family. So we're going to do that. And the biggest thing that I think is going to be hard that nobody warned me about was living with 44 other females. And I hear it can be more than that at times. Depends on like how big your bay is. It's horrible. I hate females. There's like a handful of people that I really, really like. And I don't talk very much up until this past week, you know, right before we left and stuff. But I freaking hate females. I hate them. Everybody's going to want to be a boss. Everybody's going to want to tell you what to do. And it's not even just you. They try to go in the middle of the bay and start screaming, females, 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 and tell you what to do. And you're like, broad, my rank is higher than yours if you want to get technical about it. You know, you're the same age as me. You're younger than me. You're older than me. It's just like you just get... It's so irritating. That's the hardest part. I think that's probably harder than the rec marching and the ranting. I hate the females I live with. I hate them, but I love them. I have a little select few that I really like, but there's always going to be that little group, the little group of individuals that doesn't want to be a team player, that doesn't care if the whole platoon gets smoked because she's on profile and she can't get smoked. It sucks. But, I mean, it is what it is. You got to deal with what you got to deal with. And you have to realize, you know, it's 10 weeks. My advice is, like, don't get in a fight. Don't hit anybody. Don't do anything like that. It's not worth it, especially if this is something you're wanting long term. Literally, it's like a few weeks, a few months. You know, this and AIT, and then in AIT I keep hearing it gets so much better. Like, this part, when it comes to the living conditions, this is the worst part. But it doesn't mean you can't yell at them. You know, I had this one girl, like, I was really nice and really quiet and stuff, and everybody was like, you're so sweet, and you know, this, that, and the other. And this one girl, she just decided to get lippy, and she didn't think she was giving me attitude, but man, I popped off on her, and I was like, you know what? You're gonna have to live with me for 9 more weeks after this, and don't worry, if you want to be like that, I can make it 9 weeks of hell. And I went crazy, and the whole bay was like, they were like, she's so quiet, what happened? But anyways, that's besides the point. Just keep your head, I think the biggest advice I could give is keep your head on straight. If you're not shipping for a while, do your freaking PT your little butt off. PT until you have muscle failure. PT until you max out the PT test requirements. PT is the biggest thing. If you got yourself PT and some common sense, it's too easy. Too easy. Yeah, as far as the rec marches go, I think if you just walk around with like 40, 50 pounds worth of crap on your back, get some combat boots, and walk for a few hours, you'll be fine. I mean, that's the only kind of advice I think I could give. I don't know. But it's fun. I love it. I really, really love it. It's awesome. I miss it. I've been wanting to go back, and I'm supposed to be enjoying my time home, but I want to go back. And that's about it. Alright. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any more questions, I'm sorry for ranting about the females and stuff. I took up like 2 minutes just doing that, but if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll let you back. Alright, bye.